Hey, what's up? Jay Berube here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm reporting live from the Grand Canyon. I'm on my Berube third annual road trip with the family. And being in the Grand Canyon, last night we saw an elk and her baby. I also saw this wild hog that was about 4 feet away from my hammock, sniffing around for some food late at night. So we have a lot of adventure here and a lot of fun. But in this video, we're going to cover 3 ways to master the art of video, to doing video. Um, Video is obviously the number one way to reach your audience, and adults spend an average of 62 minutes per day watching videos online. But shooting videos is easier said than done because, you're not shooting videos because either you don't know what to shoot or you overthink it or you feel like, who are you to be sharing a video, which is called imposter syndrome, wondering if you are even qualified to share that video to educate someone. So we want to get rid of those all today, and that's what we're going to be covering. So whatever the reason is, we're going to make this a lot easier. All right. So there's 3 steps. 3 steps: preparation, engaging delivery, and communication skills. So let's touch on preparation first. All right. So anytime you do anything, you prepare. So think of a college football team. Before they play their opponent, they watch the tape. They see what is their opponent going to do. They want to know what to expect and to have a plan together, right? So researching and knowing your audience is crucial for preparation. Organizing the content and knowing what you're going to say in that video. Imagine how easy it would be to actually know what you're going to say and to have it be nice and concise and something that you're comfortable with, which is organizing your content. And along with preparation also comes practice. Um, you can do anything, but if you're not practicing, then really, how good are you going to be? And will you even get better? When I first started cold calling in real estate, I was terrible. I really was. And I was a student of Mike Ferry, and it was just hit the phones 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours a day. And for me, for the first 6 months, it was just about consistency. I wasn't very good, but I practiced. I practiced a lot, and I eventually got really good. And I was selling about 100 homes a year from cold calls. So it just takes time. So preparation is the first step, and to prepare, research and knowing your audience. Number 2, organizing your content. And number 3, practice, practice, practice. Now, the second way to have the confidence to deliver video is by having engaging delivery. This is how you're going to make sure that people want to watch your content. And again, it's not going to happen overnight. It'll take some time. Um, Now, start with a bang. This is the first way to have engaging delivery. Start with a startling statistic or a thought-provoking question. So, for example, when I started this video, we talked about a statistic where the average person in the US watches 62 minutes of video per day. This is something that you didn't know, and something that is going to get your attention. Well, the same thing goes with a provoking question. Did you know that this is the case, right? So starting off with something that's going to capture someone's attention. Why should they listen? Why should they continue listening? So starting off with a bang. Using visual aids effectively. So if you're going to use a visual aid, some type of prop, like for example, make sure you stay hydrated when you're in the Grand Canyon. Use it effectively. If you have, you don't want to distract people in your videos, so you don't want to use too many visual aids, and you want to keep it simple. So my suggestion would be to keep visual aids to a minimum when you're trying to gain some consistency with shooting video. Then the third step to engaging delivery, to an engaging delivery in your video is going to be incorporating storytelling. Since the beginning of time, Aesop's fables and the cavemen and women, storytelling has been the most engaging way for us to learn and for us to stay engaged. And whenever you tell a story, people want to tune in, people want to listen. So incorporate story. Story matters most. So that's engaging delivery. So number one, preparation, be prepared. Number two, having an engaging delivery. And then number three is practice your communication skills. Um, Nonverbal communication. So first of all, with nonverbal communication, we're talking about eye contact, hand gestures. Don't be stiff. And the way to not be stiff is really just embrace what you're talking about and be prepared, like which was in the first step. Being prepared will allow you to feel natural, to be able to use your hands and your gestures and your face and your smile and your eye contact, the thing that people already love about you. Now, the second piece to communication skills is not nonverbal, but vocal variety is what it's called. And what I call vocal variety is changing your pitch and your tonality. So it's kind of like when you're in sales and you want someone to make a purchasing decision, you're going to use what we call a downswing instead of an upswing, because an upswing creates doubt, right? It's a question. So if I ask you, did you know that that people watch an average of 62 minutes of video per day? This is an upswing, right? It's going to, make trigger you to know that I'm asking a question. Now, if I do a downswing, that's much different. It's really a command. We're talking about, you know, are you ready, or what's holding you back from buying this home? Okay, it's a downswing. So use pitch and tonality. And then the third piece is, if you are doing a live presentation that's being recorded, to use active listening and interaction. Now, again, going back to prepared, if you're prepared, you're going to feel comfortable. You're not going to get jarred with distractions. So when someone asks you a question, you can be present and answer the question, right? And that wraps up the 3 ways to shooting effective video and to do it consistently. And if you follow these 3 steps and you start to practice, you will start shooting more video. You will get better at video. I promise you. It's just doing it, and these 3 steps will help you do it. Being prepared, having an engaging delivery, and paying attention to your communication skills.